Hey there, Jenna here. Welcome to my channel where I feature tours of tiny homes and creative homes. I've featured a lot of tiny houses on this channel, but never have I featured a tiny house as jam-packed as this schoolie we're featuring today. By jam-packed, I don't mean that it's cluttered. I mean that this family not only has 3 kids living in their tiny house, but they also share the space with 4 dogs. And not tiny dogs. Some of these dogs are as big as their kids. I can't wait to show you how they make full-time life on the road work, and dare I say that they do it in a way that's not only functional, but also seems to be a little bit glamorous. If you like these kind of video tours, make sure that you subscribe and ring that bell so that you get a notification every time I post a new one. And now let's jump right in and take a tour.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
I'm Jen.
I'm Ben. I'm Molly.
I'm Eli. And we are Red, White, and Bethune. We're here to show you our tiny home on wheels, Blue Betty. Before we moved into Blue Betty, something that we really noticed in ourselves was that we just got tired of the 9-to-5 grind every single day.
We had a 2,500 square foot house on 2 acres of land, had the entire American dream, but we were missing something and we knew that all along. And we didn't really know it was going to take a bus for us to find that.
Several years ago, back in 2011, we were involved in a car accident that took the life of our son, Ethan, and we were on our way to Disney for his 7th birthday. That was the hardest thing that's ever happened to us, but what that did was it showed us that life is very, very short. That was a big inspiration to us to really live our best lives and get out there and show our children that we can go travel, we can do all these things, we can see amazing places, and it's totally okay and doable.
So we purchased this bus back in November of 2019. We renovated it basically from the day we brought it home for the next 3 months, every single day, 10 to 12 hours a day. And then we moved in it in March of 2020. We ended up doing a whole lot more than we had actually initially planned. Until you get in here and live in the space, you're truly going to learn things that could be improved along the way. And that's something we've done 2 or 3 times since we moved in. Little tweaks we've had to make, to one, better the lifestyle of the children and us.
I feel like it makes you closer to your rig when you're the one in it, you're putting that sweat equity in it, and you're really putting your touch and making it customized to you. It means so much more than to just go buy something off of a lot. Welcome to the inside of Blue Betty. It was really important to me when we were designing this bus to make it feel like a home. We came from 2,000 square feet, so we wanted to make sure that our bus was really our tiny home on wheels. We have a lot of great spaces in the bus, but this behind me might just be my absolute favorite. Our views are ever changing. Like right now, we are parked right in front of a river. Our kids can go tubing. I can work at this desk that my husband built for a steering wheel cover. It's just so peaceful and relaxing, especially with my plants that I have back here. I recently became a plant mom. None of them have died, so I'm winning at life. But it's just so great to be able to just sit here, look out at the beautiful views that we get to see across the country. Now, we love to go off-grid, we really do, but we also like modern amenities as well. We have 2 TVs in the bus, one in the living room and one in our bedroom, but this one is so we can kind of sit around, chill, just relax out here, watch TV. A question that we get asked quite a bit is, how do you cook in such a small space? Well, we have our air fryer up over here that we use all the time. And over here, we've got our microwave that we use to kind of reheat stuff. And under our kitchen sink is where we have our portable induction cooktop that we can put up on top of the counter and cook whatever we need to. We have our gold sink. I love gold in my rig, and so my sink was no different. Found it on Amazon. We also have our water filter. With traveling to so many different places and you fill up with water that you really don't know where it's coming from, this is great because it makes our water alkaline. We also have canisters down below that filter the water too. As you can imagine, with a family of 5 with growing kids, we need to have a lot of food, and we love fresh, clean, local food as much as we can get it. So we put in a residential style fridge, and then we also have a great size freezer as well. This space right here was actually a pull-out trash can before, and we needed some more food storage for our dry goods. And so we made it into a swinging door, and we've got several shelves of food space. With a family as large as ours, we knew we needed a washer-dryer combo. Whenever we stay in RV parks, we're able to use it. When we're boondocking, it pulls a little too much power and uses a lot of water. So we're only using this when we're in RV parks plugged up to water and power. Another question that we get asked a lot as a full-time traveling family is, where do your kids sleep? Well, when we bought the bus, it originally had 8 bunks in it, and we only needed 3. So we got rid of 5 bunks and kept these right here. Our kids, they got to design their own bunk a little bit. They got to pick out their own wallpaper, their own bedding, and it's just a really cozy space for them to be able to sleep in because truth be told, if we are boondocking, we're outside. Like the only time we're inside is to go to bed. So we love enjoying the outdoors, and the kids love coming into their own little quiet space.
Hi, I'm Molly, and this is my bunk. I get my own space. The wallpaper is flower themed, and I love flowers. This hamburger is my favorite stuffed animal. I keep my dolls in my bunk because I love to play with my dolls, so this is probably my second favorite thing.
Hi, I'm Ben, and I'm in my man cave.
This is probably the best bunk because I have a TV,
A PlayStation, and the most room.
I like living in a bus because we get to go to a lot of places and it's a lot of fun.
Hi, my name is Eli. This is my bunk. I like playing with my tablet in my bunk. I have a light right here and turning it on.
Our bus literally has everything a regular house has, just on a little bit of a smaller scale. We have a fully functioning bathroom with a real toilet. We have a black tank down below. We decided to put in this fun greenery. You'll see this a lot throughout the bus. The thing with boondocking is it gets really, really dirty. And so you need a place to shower off. And we have a shower right here in our bus that our tankless hot water heater gives us hot water until the tank runs out. This is our office space and kids' dresser space. We needed a place where we can edit our YouTube videos, deal with our rental properties, work, and our kids have a lot of clothes. So we wanted to make sure that we got them a dresser that can fit all of their stuff. They each have a big, big drawer, and then they have one of the smaller drawers up above. Over here is mine and Kyle's closet, like all of our hangable stuff we put up here. Down below, this is our custom dog kennel. It's actually 5 feet by 3 feet, so they can all stay in there comfortably and hang out. They lay on top of each other on the couch anyway, but it's a great thing that we definitely knew we needed to add to the bus. Traveling with dogs on the road can be really, really challenging. So when we're in beautiful places like this, we actually have a huge dog fence outside that we're able to let the dogs run around in. We can sit out by the campfire. So whenever we're here, they are lounging around and hanging out with us. Welcome to our master bedroom. You are looking at a king-size bed. We were able to fit a residential king in here, mainly because we love to have movie nights with the kids and we will all pile in the bed. It's really like a big lounge area.
This is our 1983 Silver Eagle bus. It's a Model 10. It's 40 foot long, powered by a 6V92 Detroit diesel engine. The bus weighs approximately 40,000 pounds. That's including our towed. So one of the things that allows us to be able to boondock in places like this is we do have a huge solar array. We have approximately 2,800 watts on the roof. We're able to power the bus pretty much completely solely off of that, especially when we have awesome sunshine like we do now. We're a family of 5. This is a 40-foot bus. We consume a lot of power. So I felt it was pretty much best to fill the roof up as much as I possibly could with solar panels. That way it would give us the best chance of charging the batteries as much as we possibly can when we need to. We also have 2 rooftop AC units. They're 15,000 BTU Coleman Mach 8s. They also have soft starts in those, which eases the draw a little bit when you're initially cranking the AC units up, so it doesn't surge so much from the batteries right off the bat. So what we do is we have 2 Victron inverters. We have a 5,000 watt 24 volt inverter that pretty much is dedicated to run the air conditioners. We have a 3,000 watt 24 volt inverter on the other side that pretty much runs all the 12 volt and keeps everything else in the bus going at all times. One of the biggest draws to this type of bus for us was the underneath storage. The Model 10 40 foot has 3 bays. It's passed through completely, so you have 3 doors on each side. This particular bay here, we house all of our solar stuff and our batteries. We have 1,200 amp hours of lithium batteries at 24 volts. But as a family our size, it was super important for us to be able to have this pass-through storage. That way we could haul all the kids' stuff and, you know, be able to keep the things that they enjoy doing with them at all times. Next to our tool and battery bay, we have our wet bay. We're able to carry 110 gallons of fresh on board, along with we have a single 100-gallon waste tank. We also have our hot water heater stored on the other side of this. We keep all of our hoses for water fill and all that in this bay here. One of the big things that we don't like about the bus, or that we plan on changing, is this bus does not ventilate very well with the current setup. It's something we've been battling since day one. So over the winter, we're gonna probably reduce some of the windows. That way we can get some cross ventilation and some air running through the bus without having to run the airs all the time. Getting out of your comfort zone was a big teacher for me, and it still is to this day. Like, this was not an easy decision to make, to sell everything you have and leave a life that you knew, to jump into one you had no idea about. I really challenge people a lot to get out of your comfort zone and see what's really out there. You might be surprised at what you can find.
I will say, I never, ever want to live in a regular house again. Something that I say all the time is you will either find a way to make it happen or you will make an excuse not to. Go live a life that you actually want to wake up to.
Thanks for watching this week's video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next week with an all-new tiny house or creative home tour.